Well, good morning, and here we are. We've literally just organised tomorrow. We're going to do the Lanha Bay cruise tomorrow. We've $135 each,
Yes.
but we're being dropped off to Nimbin afterwards, so it's a little bit more for the transfer as well. But it's going to make it really easy. So that's it. So we're going to pop out now. We've been told just up the road from where we're staying, the Queen Hotel, is a place called Mama Barmy, which is apparently one of the most famous Barmy in this area.
We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures.
That's what he tells us anyway. So we're going to have a little look at that and get some breakfast and then make a plan for today. We also need to get have a look and see where we're going to actually stay in Nimbin. We've got an idea. We found a place the other day when we're looking, so we just need to make sure we're absolutely sure of it. One they're all queued up at? Ah, wow. Really funny is last night we were running around looking for some food one way, and we'd come up around the corner. The first thing in the morning is a kebab place. Now, how much better would that have been last night for us? Well, this is the location of Mama Barmy, or Barmy Mama. You can see the crowd already forming outside here. It's about 9 o'clock. Apparently it's one of the best around, so we'll tell you later. The one we had last night was great. We'd had a bit drinking though, so it biases you a little bit. It seems like chaos, but it's actually quite organised. What's happening is it says on the store, if you look at the stand, it says order bread at red and pick up from green. Now, if you look on the floor, you can see what is a worn away red sticker and also a green sticker. People just queue up, and then the lady, you can see there, she's coming out, taking the orders and giving people tickets, and then they go off and wait for their order to be delivered. So realistically, it is quite simple. And for crowds of people to come this much, it must be good, or the reputation is just amazing, isn't it? So we'll see. Well, this is the Barmy. Different to last night in the sense that it's toasted. Now, personally, very controversially, I suppose, I think I preferred the one last night. The filling in this is lovely, but I preferred the bread. The soft bread was like slightly crispy, but soft. Was far better than having it toasted. It's just me then, but you know, come along, have a go, see what you think. The queue, you know, just stays huge. I mean, you look at it now, there's still people queuing. And it was like that when we come past yesterday at all different times of the day. So the reputation is brilliant. But one other thing as well, come next door, there's a little coffee shop, and the coffee's really, really good in here. And nobody comes in. Everybody sits outside the shop, but nobody's coming in buying coffee. So we've come in. It's very simple. Coffee is really, really good though. We've just had some black coffee, and it's really, really nice and strong. The girl that's serving here is really pleasant. And a lot better than just sort of walking down the street trying to eat your barmy, isn't it? And you're supporting another business. We've had some food. I've probably still got it all over my face. Yeah, if I can feel it. Right, and we're going to have a wander around. So we're starting sort of in this point, just around from our hotel. I'm just going to come in here a bit.
St. Joseph's, this isn't it?
St. Joseph's Church.
There's a lot of Catholic churches because of the French.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
You've seen quite a few on the way round. There was one that's painted like bright mustard yellow colour, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, we saw that. Yeah. What we'll do is, where are we headed next?
We are going to walk to the prison next.
To the prison?
Yeah, so it's just over the other side of the St. Joseph's.
Okay, so we're going to walk that way and just, well,
we
we'll see
come up
what
here last night. This was such a nice little street. We thought we'd have a little walk up here.
Yeah.
It was very The streets feel very Parisian after being to Paris. Like lots of people just sitting on pavements, having a drink.
Yes, that's very true, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
it's got that very vibe about it.
and the French. We've also noticed that French thing where items are sold in the same area.
Yes.
Which we noticed when we were in Paris, and it seemed a bit strange. But we've also noticed that when we were actually walking around here, the French sort of is. See this guy here. I'm trying to talk to you, and he's more interested in clapping at me and telling me I go on his. Yeah, we've noticed that. We've noticed that. Basically, it's very French. We're just walking, mate. Thank you. So he's thrown me right off what I was saying. Yeah, we were talking about the way it's the French influence is just sort of flows in this place, and the way we noticed that like all the sunglasses were in one place, weren't they? And you're sort of seeing that. But we're going to have a wander now down towards the prison, and we'll take you along with us. And we've got no real sort of direction apart from we've got points in the sort of walk, and we're going to see.
We've got a day, so we're just going to try and cram in as much as we want. It's very touristy, so. But we knew that before we came, so I'm quite happy. We're just going to find some bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Not worried about doing the rickshaw thing.
Well, we might do later tonight when it's like when all the lights are on.
We're so drunk we can't walk anymore. We're getting one of those, shall we?
And I'm sure that's going to happen again tonight down at Beer Street.
With the first time we've got horse and carriage home, would it?
Well, no, that's very true.
Man carriage.
Right, come along. Well, the street we've turned on certainly feels like more of a locals place rather than a touristy place. Lots of little eateries where the locals are sitting outside. Food-wise, there's all sorts of bits and pieces. Smells down here. There's some absolutely lovely smells. I do like the way everything's just on the street, so people just sat outside. Just out of interest, if you were watching the previous video, and we actually did 12,000 steps. Most of that was probably last night looking for food.
Yeah.
So that there, what we're looking at, is the Supreme People's Court. Hanoi Towers. Hanoi Towers is the prison, isn't it?
Part of it. I'm not really sure how it relates. Actually, fancy little blanket there.
This is the Hanoi prison. and we're going to get tickets and go in and have a look around while we're here. Got offered a guide, but we'd just like to wander, so we're going to just wander around, I suppose. Which way do we go? This way?
Tucked away in the heart of Hanoi's bustling French Quarter lies a place with a name that echoes with irony. Hoa Lo Prison, better known to the American POWs as the Hanoi Hilton. Built by the French in the 19th century, this prison was originally designed to house Vietnamese political prisoners, freedom fighters struggling for independence. Conditions were brutal: tiny, overcrowded cells, shackles on ankles, and a chilling guillotine still standing today in a dark corner of the museum. The French call it Maison Centrale. To the Vietnamese, it was a symbol of colonial oppression.
Here, looking at the sewer tunnels the other side, and looking at the sewer tunnel there, 100 people escaped through that. You imagine that's like what it would have been like to go through it. It's really, really tiny and small. I'm just going to take you there now.
You imagine that filled with shit, and everything else is going through it. That would be absolutely vile.
Political prisoners as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it was only a few months later, and then they all became party and political leaders. So
Yeah. Here we are. This is an actual prison cell. I don't know how many people would have been in here, but it's just me and Via at the moment, and there are a few, two of us in here, so it would be enough.
they sent us 15 days in the total darkness while they were shackled to these iron things here on concrete benches.
Concrete benches.
15 days, can you imagine?
Unbelievable, isn't it, really? And we got lights on in here. You imagine what would be without the lights?
You're dark, yeah.
There's,
It's way up against the wall, isn't it?
yeah, it's up against the wall, so you're not going to get any light coming in there at all. And we got a fan. Yeah, there would be no fans or anything like that. It's terrible. Nice. Only window you'd have, is it? Yeah, that.
Quick.
And here we are. And another one you can see. It's even less light here.
But they weren't allowed to talk to each other.
Hey?
And they weren't allowed to talk to
No, I bet it was in total silence.
That's really quite horrible because
Yeah, that's
your feet would,
that's shackled.
you wouldn't be able to move your feet, would you?
Yeah. Put your feet together so I can just hold them.
Right.
Now try and get up.
Yeah, you sort of like
Yeah.
doing sit-ups permanently.
Yeah, but no good for me.
No.
You're late on 15.
You know.
Yeah. In all seriousness, this
Eating,
pitch black.
eating, sleeping, shitting.
Eating, sleeping, yeah, you can do
Yeah.
all your business and
Yeah.
everything laid there on a concrete slab.
And by the time you could get out, I bet you were so weak and stiff that you couldn't.
You think about the weather as well. When it's hot, it would be stifling and
When it's cold, it would be freezing.
yeah, that concrete would be.
Yeah, because I bet you there would be nothing
Yeah,
on
I
it.
bet you wouldn't allow a blanket or anything. Yeah, just. No, we've got light in here. You imagine what this would be like in pitch black,
Oh,
shackled. Yeah.
just for other different views, nothing more.
Yes.
Well, that's the cells we've just been into, and you saw me lay down, and honestly, that would have been a really, really horrendous experience. I reckon a lot of them died in there as well. Yeah, we're just coming out of there now, and you come back out into light, and it sort of feels so nice having a bit of sunshine on you. Just being in there, 20 minutes, half hour? So what it must have felt like coming out after like 10 months of being in there. It'd be absolutely horrendous.
Fast forward to the 1960s and 70s, during the Vietnam War, the prison took on a new role. It became a holding facility for captured American pilots, including Senator John McCain, whose flight suit is still on display. Despite its grim past, North Vietnamese authorities portrayed the prison as humane, but POWs later described it very differently. Interrogations, solitary confinement, and psychological warfare. Today, only a small portion of the original complex remains. Most of it was demolished in the 1990s, but what's left has been turned into a museum. A space for reflection, for remembrance, for difficult questions about war, justice, and resilience. Walking through these cold stone corridors, you feel a chill. That isn't just about the architecture, it's the weight of the history, of pain and perseverance, and the stories that deserve to be told. Hanoi is not a comfortable place, but that's the point. It forces you to confront the cost of human conflict, and in doing so it reminds you of the value of peace.
That was the museum of, well, that was a prison. That wasn't a museum at all, was it? Well, it was a museum, but it was a prison that made you sort of think quite a lot about things. Yeah, gives you a totally different perspective of, the Vietnam War and the French colonisation before that. Anyway, you make your own thoughts about that. Let's carry on. We've decided we're going to walk to the Literature Museum.
Yes.
We're going to walk down to the Literature Museum now.
15 minutes.
About 15 minutes. But if we see something on the way, that's where we'll be going.
Like tea and coffee across the road.
Like tea and coffee across the road, so that's where we're going next. So V's just gone in and ordered us 2 banana coffees.
Banana iced coffee. One's going to come out with coffee jelly.
Okay.
And the other one's going to have banana cream. No idea what it's going to be like. It's going to go for the coconut coffee, but they don't actually have it here. So
Oh, okay. Well,
they're with bananas.
I'm sure we'll try the coconut coffee some stage.
Yeah, the teas look nice as well. Really nice. Do like peach tea? A lot of peach tea everywhere.
Okay.
So, yeah, it looks nice.
Certainly try it somewhere along the way, but that'll be here in a minute, and we'll let you see it and let you know what I think it tastes like and what V thinks it tastes like. Okay, so V has got
Banana coffee with banana cream.
okay. Have a taste of it.
It's really nice, actually.
Really nice, is it?
A bit like a frappe.
Okay.
There's coffee, definitely coffee flavour, and a slight tinge of banana. You give it a bit of a mix-up so it's time to cool down. And you've got the coffee jelly.
Oh, yeah. Coffee jelly. You see bits of jelly there. So, let's go for coffee. Oops, sliding off.
That's delicious.
Well, that's strange. That's pleasantly nice, actually. Just gonna try some more. Yeah, that's really nice. All right, V's gonna try mine.
That was ice, not jelly. Where's the jelly? Right down.
Goes right at the top.
Oh yeah, there's some jelly. That's strange, but nice. Mine's sweeter than yours.
And this is banana and cream, coffee cream with banana. Yeah. Cool.
Prefer the jelly.
Yeah, that's too sweet for you.
Yeah, it's very, very sweet. Not unpleasant, but there you go. So we're going to enjoy these now. And we will try some more bits and pieces around, you know, the peach tea and all the various other things for the next series. Got to show you this a minute. Got a little speaker. I presume that's advertising her shoes. Anyway, we're gonna have our coffee now. Catch you in a little while.
Crunching on ice.
Are you?
Say the coffees were 90,000, which is roughly £3, just under £3 for two. Which I think it's a pretty good price, really.
I think that's really good price, yeah.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen them much cheaper here, but maybe in other areas of Vietnam things are cheaper.
Yeah. Well, it's cheap here, so it can only get cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. We've had a coffee, a little stop, and we're going to carry on now. We thought about getting a grab, but then it's 15 minutes away walking, and just feel like you get to see a little bit more, feel a little bit more of where you are while get walking. Walking on the side of the road is a pain in the ass at times, I tell you. But it is the way, I suppose. I think I'll be glad when you can walk on pavements again, because you do get a few bikes brushing against you. I keep on looking behind myself nervously when I hear something. But you know, when you go up on the pavements, all the bikes are parked up, so they're off the roads flow better, but walking, you just gotta like be a little bit more aware of what you're doing. So as we're walking along, we're coming up here, and I think some of you might recognise this or have heard of it. This is Train Street down there. So we'll be coming back here a little later. As we're walking along down, we've sort of come into what they call the consular area, and you can see back down there's lots of little guardhouses, and you've got all the various different consulates. You've got Ukraine there, and as we carry on down, there's more. Houses are very, very beautiful. It's slightly sort of more higher end areas around here. Well, this is the mausoleum for
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh. So Ho Chi Minh's actual body
Still here.
is still here, and I believe you can actually go in and see his body. I don't know if that's something I'd want to do, but you know.
I don't know if anyone can go in, or whether you have to.
Yeah,
All right.
I think you probably got to be someone special, dignitary maybe.
Coming here is important, I think, if you're in Hanoi.
Yeah.
This
Oh, look at the guard there.
Vietnam history.
They look very smart, don't they?
Yeah.
Very smart.
Well, that's what they do all day long. Just
Yeah.
walk around road.
That's very interesting. There's a yellow line there, and a couple of people were just walking the other side of it, and they just shouted at them to get out from behind that yellow line. So, as I was saying,
Clearly says though, restricted
yeah,
area.
obviously we can walk past and have a look at the building and everything, but you can't go any closer. So, definitely, probably just dignitaries who can go in there, or special people.
It's a mausoleum for one person there, isn't it?
Well, there you go. That's the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, and it's just a great big walkway. You've got to go for a security check on as you come in. You can see the guards are marching up and down and I've got to say they look immaculate, don't they? Absolutely immaculate. And it's just a nice place, you know, just pay a little bit of respect to come here. They're almost playing to the crowd the way they come out. And then we're going to carry on up this way. Nice to be able to walk along and not dodge bikes. Looks like this is a fountain at some stage, or maybe it's just lit up at night, I don't know. What we're doing now, the route we're walking and where we're going to is where the bus went, so it gave us an idea of what we wanted to see, just like you don't get to see very much. It's just a quick brief overall. So if you want to do the bus like we did, it's only an hour of your time, and what it does is it gives you an idea of what you can see and where you want to go. And here we go again. Get ready. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. After him. So it's easy, really. People say it's quite nerve-wracking, but I think if you just observe the traffic, it is quite, well, it's quite simple. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll get knocked over in a minute, but yeah, it's not too hard. Some people have said there's hard to get water in that when you're wandering around, but there's one here, there's one over there. We've seen quite a few really, so we're definitely about. Just needed 10,000 notes. There's some dignitaries here as well, so we've got lots of police cars flying through and that. Here we go. Just chaos, isn't it, when that's happening? They're just flying through with people. And giving them a whistle-stop tour of the city, I suppose. Anyway, back to the water. So V's just got to, what was it, 10,000 note?
10,000, so about 30 pence, which is really good for a bottle of water.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so I think doesn't really say what you have to do. But I'm going
Insert note there.
Note in.
And
Pick a number.
pick a number. Any number.
Yeah.
They all win.
47.
47, that's a loser.
Here we go.
And look at that. And we have...
It's cold, but not freezing cold.
That's all right, though.
Yeah, it's in a hydrate water, so...
Oh, that's fair enough. That's really cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, 30 pence, yeah.
Yeah, that is really cheap.
Yeah, for them that are saying that you can't buy any water or anything, I've seen a couple of these machines, various places, and not really thought about it, but actually, it's a really, really good idea. This one's located just by the bridge near the Mausoleum, so if you get up there and you're thirsty, yeah, just pop over there.
There's another one over there as well.
Yeah.
So,
And we'll, if we see any more, we'll just we'll tell you where they are.
yeah. And if you see them, give us a shout, tell us if we missed it.
Sure. I would buy that anyway. That's
Oh,
really
that's
nice.
nice, yeah. That's really good. Lemon water. These already said it, but yeah, lemon water. Oh, this is something a lot of people have said about, and there's a smog in the city. Look at that. It's quite a clear day now, but it's really, really smoggy. Apparently the air quality is really, really bad here. And coincidentally, I mean, it's not really a nice thing to talk about, but I blew my nose earlier, and it was like lots of soot. So it's quite bad. So you can understand why there's lots and lots of people riding bikes with masks on. It's not because of COVID or anything like that. It's because of the air quality. You alright? There's some public toilets. Don't think I would want to use them unless I was absolutely desperate, because the smell walking past them was bad enough. Another water machine there. Well, so there's plenty about. just make sure you got a few 10,000 notes. Is it 10,000? Yeah,
10,000, yeah.
10,000 notes on you, and then guaranteed you're going to be able to get some water when you're walking around. So here we are now. We're at the Temple of Literature. Obviously a bit of a tourist trap. You got some chap over there all dressed up. I'm sure that if you have your photo taken with him, he's going to ask you for some money. But look at this. It's quite stunning, isn't it? That really is quite stunning. And I think if you get here the right time of day, I think you probably get the sunset behind it. It's a bit sad though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, want to buy perfume?
Yeah, can't really take one home. They birds, they seem to have caught them to encourage you to pay to release them, which is sort of a double negative really, because if you give them money to release it, they're going to catch more.
Yes, they are.
Because they're going to earn more money. So
Probably best to walk past.
it is probably best to walk past because it discourages it, doesn't it?
Your own choice, but
Yeah.
our choice was to walk past.
Yeah, it's some of these things are a bit difficult to make what the decision is best.
Yeah, so you're aware as well. A lot of the young girls walking around with shorts and little t-shirts on. Be prepared here because you still need to cover up for certain areas. So the temple we just went past, 2 girls just walked in without covering up, and obviously the ladies calling them back to cover up, and I don't think they really understood. So
Yeah.
they've walked off. But they just need to take us wrong. It probably cost you, I don't know, 20,000. I don't know. About 30 pence, 40
Yeah.
pence, and you just cover up or bring your own covering up.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we are, we've just come down and believe it or not, we found ourselves on Train Street very quickly. Yeah, so we didn't really plan on being quite happening like this, but here we are, we're on Train Street, and as we come down, their train was coming, so here we are. Not quite sure what to expect. It's different to where I've seen videos online before, so maybe there's a different location as well, who knows. Well, that was Train Street. Well, we really didn't plan on coming to this section of the track. However, it wasn't as crowded as other places, and you certainly get the feeling. Well, you saw how close that train was, and it feels quite amazing as it goes by.
I think this is probably the less popular area, so if you want to come and not be overrun with too many crowds, it's probably the best place.
Yeah.
However, tonight I would like to go to the crowded place where there's going to be lots of lights, because
Yeah.
I'd like to experience the whole everyone erupting and clapping at the end of the train going past.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, you'll see that later on in the video because we'll be going there later on, so you'll see that later on in this
I
video.
don't like doing touristy things, but we are tourists.
Yeah, we are tourists. Yeah, that's right. We are tourists. Essentially, we are tourists. But if you want to see this one, what I'll do is I'll pin it on the Google Maps, and I'll put the location down below. I'll share the pin or whatever, so you can find it. It's actually number 28 Train Street, if that's any help. I don't know if it is. There we are. We've just been locked in because the police are coming, so apparently we're not allowed to be here. So I guess we're here for a little while now. Well, I don't think you really know where the train is, but that is where the train track runs. So this is all the cafes, and you just saw us get locked in. We were there, number 28, and we got locked in. Yeah, what an experience. But we're gonna tonight. We're gonna try and carry on tonight, and I am burnt. Look at that. I've got sunburn today. You wouldn't even think so. There's been no sun really. It's just one smoggy. Yeah, we're going to come on down tonight and go to where everybody else goes, to the train track, and Sorry, I was just dodging bikes then. Yeah, go to where everybody else goes and we'll come down there. Then we're going to head off back down to Beer Street, I think. But what we're going to do now is we're going to head up to where the shark is. Now, this building is apparently going to be demolished. So we don't want to not go there. So we're going to go down and now and have a quick coffee, just so we can get the experience of being there. Yeah, all the meat being prepared, all out in the open.
Yeah.
And of course, one thing you can't really see in the video is the smells. The smells as you're walking down here, there's lots and lots of different meats and vegetables and things like that all being prepared. But there's a smell that goes with it as well. Yeah, you look at it, all the vegetables being prepared and meats and things like that, and there's a certain smell in the air, and because of that, you know, it's not horrible, but it's not the best. Well, here we are. We're up in the Shark Jaw building, I think they call it, and quite an iconic building. And I'll show you some shots from outside as well where you're looking at it. They're demolishing it in a few weeks, and it's going to be a underground car park with a
Yeah, I think new cafes, new shop.
new cafes, new shop. But yeah, they're going to totally demolish this. So as I'm sat here, like by the glass, it makes me wonder how stable this thing is. That's probably going to be fine. Not going to be any issues. But yeah, they're going to totally tear it down. So it'll change your landscape, won't it?
I imagine they're going to build something similar, wouldn't you?
Well, you think so, wouldn't you? Because
It brings a lot of people here just to sit here and have a drink and look at the view. So
it's a very good viewpoint, isn't it? It really is.
the building's certainly seen better days.
Yes, it's not the cleanest of buildings, is it?
Good.
Not that it's going to help you, but this is a very top view from the Shark Jaw, and probably the nicest of the cafes. Yeah, you have to come very, very quick. Probably by the time I've put this video out, it's probably gone.
Yeah, we should get this video out first then.
Well, I can't because I've got to do this before it first. It's got to be in order. But after the day goes on, everything starts getting a little bit dimmer and darker, and all the lights start coming on. So if you look around now, all the lights are starting to shine a bit brighter. And as we move into the evening, so we come around the back of the Shark building, and there's a market, and lots of stuff here. So lots of knickers and bras, if that's the right thing, socks.
It's like the flowers that grow in Greece and that, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you fancy? Well, here we go. First roast dish of the trip. And I've got to do chopsticks. He's got. What have you got?
It's chicken rice noodles, but lots of veggies in it. Really smells delicious.
Oh well, I'm gonna have a little taste with a spoon before I go and embarrass myself. Oh, it's dry. Well, the chicken's a little bit dry, if I'm honest. Almost tastes like packet rice. Where it goes, I suppose. Not the best meal I've had yet.
You like beef chicken then?
But these give me some red chicken. That's all right. But where it goes, you know, sometimes we're gonna have good and bad everywhere we go, aren't we? So if I said everything was brilliant, you'd never believe me. So, you know, just one of these things. I'm sure the next meal with bar me will be really, really good. Well, there you go. For me, that's probably the worst meal I've had since I've been here. I know it's only been 2 days, but that's really quite poor. Horrible, in fact. Where it goes, what's this place called? I don't know. It's at the beginning of Beer Street. You can see there where we are. My advice: don't come. Well, it's amazing how quickly daytime becomes early evening, becomes like the night time. And look at it now, it lights up and it just looks like a spectacular place now. It sort of reminds me of being in one of these movies like Blade Runner. You know what I mean? And yeah, all the neon lights and everything going. It's pretty crazy. Well, here's something really interesting. I've just booked a Grab taxi. You can see that there. And the nearest one was about 5 minutes away, which makes me wonder whether these here are genuine. We've seen, you know, you can buy Grab jackets everywhere. They're selling them in the market stores, so the bikes would easily like pass themselves off as a Grab. But the cars, maybe there's fake Grabs as well. I really don't know. I'm just surmising. But why is it when these guys are all sat empty, the nearest Grab is 5 minutes away? Well, we made it. We've got back up here for the evening rush hour and see if we can get a seat. Well, I think it's a totally different feel to what it's like where we were this afternoon. It's much more anticipation, lots and lots of people. I mean, just look at it. As far as you can look, either way, there are people here. Very touristy, but it's something you've got to do when you're in Hanoi, isn't it?
I like that.
Well, thank you. Well, we've just been up Beer Street and we've decided we're going to walk back to where we are staying. There's a few places down there that we quite like, so we're going to walk down there. I say we quite like, we haven't even been there yet, but like the look of. So we're going to walk down there now, so we're going back towards
Queen's Hotel.
Queen's Hotel and Spa. That's where we're staying, and I couldn't even think where we're staying. Anyway, we're going to go down there now, so we'll see you down there. We just found this next street and it seems to be all toys. So if you're bringing your kids, this is what, you know, come up here. I mean, who wouldn't want a Rolls Royce for the child? That
Does not.
Range Rover, Lamborghini. That's pretty cool, isn't it, really? Or even a little Vespa. Yeah. Maybe this is Toy Street.
Well, here we are. We're back at the room. Just come back to the news that the boat cruise that we booked no longer is available. It's 10:30, no, 11:15 at night. So they've told us we can't book a boat trip. However, they have another one available at a hugely inflated price. I said, no, forget it. We'll do something else. So it's had a knock-on effect. It's cost us cancellation charges on the place we were going to go to after the cruise. So I was just about to cancel that, and there was a knock on the door, and they've sort of met us halfway price-wise, which I'm still not entirely happy about. I feel really sort of like let down. So we got a different boat, but we're still going to do the cruise. It doesn't look as nice, but hey. My advice is don't accept the word unless you've paid for it, because that's really, really, I just feel really let down. And I don't know what to say. Anyway, so we're going to bring the video to an end now anyway. And say thanks for watching it if you got this far. And we'll see you in the next video, and I'll be going to the Lanha Bay on a different boat. Will it be as good? Don't know. Feeling quite dejected. Not dejected. Quite sort of bit meh, as one of my kids would say. Anyway, well, I'll be happier tomorrow. See you in the next video, guys, right? And thanks for watching this one. I really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. See you later.